Hey everyone, I'm here with Dimitrios Tsioumas, the International Artistic Director for Goldwell, and also a Naha finalist, winner, everything. We are here in Baltimore. We just finished the Goldwell judging, and it was very exciting on so many levels, and you had some observations about how things have changed over the years in entries. Want to fill us in?
Absolutely. With the Color Zoom Color Challenge this year, I think the bar has definitely risen in a way that you're seeing just a lot more quality in the work, but as well as in the photos. I think you're seeing things that are more real and not so overproduced and over photoshopped. And I think that's something that I think we're speaking in the industry, and what you're seeing in hair overall in general is this very natural kind of, even though it's very colorful and it's vivid of a collection as far as inspiration, you're seeing that the hair looks real and it's coming to life. And within the photos, fashion's becoming such an important element, as well as the makeup and the hair. So all these elements coming to life to really create, a great look in the end.
And that's with your Naha entries. You're a finalist in which categories?
For North American Stylist of the Year, for Hair Colorist, and Contemporary Classic. And
these are the elements when you went into the photos, you were actually thinking about this head-to-toe beauty, the photography and everything? Yeah,
I've been playing a lot with just things that are not so contrived, things that, the mistakes that happen in shooting and when you're behind the chair, all those things that really make something special. I always shoot for myself, whether it be for a competition or for a shoot for a magazine. And what I look for is those moments that during that shoot, even though it's planned and it's very structured, and there's a lot of research and time that's put in beforehand, those elements that really, that the model brings out, and the clothing and those things that really just happen during that shoot, that's what makes a spectacular collection, and things that, that are unique, that then you can look at and say, wow, that's a great image, or that's a great collection.
All right, so what tips would you have for people out there? For example, some of the things that we saw today, there was fantastic hair, a fantastic cut, a fantastic color, and then, pardon me, the model was a mess. Right. So what would you, if that was your photo shoot and that's the only model you could get to do that shoot, what would you do to make it a better shot so that the cut and color are glorified?
I think planning is really crucial, and specifically with models and casting your models. You never should compromise the look for the model and vice versa. So if you feel like that model's not going to live that hair or that look, look for another one. And it's really important. The models are one of the most important things, I think, in really speaking your vision. You want them, it's your vision in the end, and if that model's not living that, or bringing that vision or coming to life in the end in that photo, then in the end it's just going to be an okay photo versus a spectacular photo. And a lot of times you don't have all the elements, which then could, hurt you in the end. So looking at the model, looking at makeup, looking at hair, the hair is going to be spectacular. That's what you're focusing on. But a lot of times all those other elements that sometimes that we don't focus on per se in a shoot, really I think make the difference and make your vision really come to life.
So the one shot, and we're not going to show it to you, where I loved the color and I loved the cut. What could the artist have done to have made that a better shot? Because it was the model wasn't right for it. I mean, even just something like changing her position or a different lighting.
It's positioning, but it's also lighting, and a lot of times you can really play with different angles, and sometimes it's really picking that right, that right photo, which is really hard. A lot of times as creatives, you have maybe 3 photos that you love, and picking that right one sometimes is really tough. I say, have your photographer pick their favorite, because a lot of times they know the angles that really work, versus the hair may not work in that photo, but the model is really great in that photo. So talking to your photographer, looking at the makeup artist, having a lot of input from your whole team, ideally, to really pick that photo that's really going to make that vision and make the hair and the look come to life.
Well, this was fun. We had a great day. We judged.
It was great.
hundreds, maybe,
Hundred, yeah.
hundreds of images for Goldwell Color Zoom, and the finalists will be announced soon.
Yes.
Yes.
And in a few days, I think.
Yeah, and it's very, very exciting and interesting. We can't wait to see who wins, and we're looking from different. I'm looking for what's going to be on the cover of a magazine. You're looking for what?
I mean, I look at all things. I look at a lot of the technical, so like the technical of the colorists and how in placement. But you know, when I look at something, I look at it from an editorial perspective as well. Meaning, is this a representation and an interpretation of what the collection is about, which is fascinating. Is it fascinating? Is it a joy of life? Is the hair coming to life in that image? And is it suitable for the model? And in all those aspects, there's so many little details that are so important. And I think what makes a successful image and a winning image is that you have all those elements intact and they make sense together.
It's so not easy to judge these things. We take it very seriously because we know, for the people who entered, we know what went into that and how hard it was and the efforts and energy. And good luck for Naha.
Absolutely. Really excited. Next month, so we'll see.
No stranger to the Naha win. Anyway,
Thank you
so much.
Thank you, Modern TV.
Okay, thanks. Bye.